Welcome to Riji. In this session we are going to discuss some more types of vectors and parallelogram law of vector and triangle law of vector here. Now the first type is coinitial vectors. What is meant by coinitial vectors? If two vectors are more than two vectors having common initial point, then the vectors are said to be coinitial vectors. For example, if you take, this is a point O here I am taking. For this O I am taking a vector, this is point A, and if you take one more vector, that is B, and if you take one more vector, that is C, then OA comma OB OC are coinitial vectors. Why? Because here these three vectors are having common initial point common, and here we have three different terminal points for this vector. So then the three vectors OA, OB, OC are said to be coinitial vector. And the next one is coterminal vector. Here the definition of coterminal vector: if two or more than two vectors are having common terminal points are said to be coterminal vector. For example, here O is a terminal point and this is the vectors. Here we have three vectors. This is A and this is B and this is C. So these are the vectors here. So this is a terminal point 1, this is terminal point 2, and this is terminal point 3. Here this is the initial point. Here we have common terminal point, this is terminal point, common terminal point, and it is having initial point 1 and it is initial point 2 and it is having initial point 3. If we have common terminal point and different initial point, then the vector said to be coterminal vector. If the vectors are having common initial point and the different terminal point, then the vector are said to be coinitial vector. This is all about coinitial and coterminal vectors. Now we are going to discuss about addition of scalars and vectors. Addition of scalars. This is AB, this is the line segment, and this is the line segment CD. It is having a 5 centimeter and it is having a 4 centimeter. Next, addition of scalar is nothing but AB plus CD, that is equal to 5 plus 4, that is equal to 9 centimeters. Directly you can write here. These are line segments. Line segments. Next, addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. Here there are two types. There are two types. First one is triangle law of addition. And next one is parallelogram law of addition. The addition of vectors are two types. The first one is triangle law of addition and the second one is parallelogram law of addition. Simply you can take this is a vector OA and this is the vector I am taking again, this is OB here. So this is the directed line. It is having 5 centimeters magnitude and it is having 4 centimeter magnitude. And the vector here, it is a directed line segment. Directed line segment. Here we can add directly we can add scalar quantities, but we cannot add directly vector quantities. Vector quantity. Here these are directed lines, they are only line segment, they are directed line segments. So that's why we cannot add directly these two vectors here, OA bar plus OB bar, that is equal, here we can say this length is A bar, next B bar. So that is nothing but A bar plus B bar. Like that you have to add here. Now the next one is triangular law of addition. How we can add two vectors in the form of triangular law of addition? Let us discuss about triangle law of addition. Triangle law of addition. Triangle law of addition is nothing but, so first of all here I am taking two vectors, that is A, B and one more vector, this is A I am taking and this is B and this is B and this is C. For understanding purpose I am taking this is one vector A to B and this is one more vector B to C. If you want to add these two vectors, first of all directly you have to join this initial point of the initial point of B and the initial point of B here, BC here. Next this is a and this is B and the vector is A bar and this vector is B bar. Now I am joining AB vector and BC vector here. The direction of this one is like this, the direction of this one is like this. So this is A bar and this is B bar. The resultant of A bar B bar is the sum of triangular law is AC. This is A bar plus B bar. So resultant of this A bar plus B bar gives is A bar plus B bar, that is nothing but AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar, that is nothing but AB bar is nothing but A bar plus B bar, that is equal to AC bar. So that is nothing but AC bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. The resultant, the sum of these two vectors is the resultant net displacement. Here this is a vector 1 this is a vector 2. This is nothing but net displacement of two vector 1 and vector 2 here. So then this is nothing but net displacement of the sum of two vectors, the net displacement of two vectors v1 and v2 here, that is a bar and b bar. This is the triangular law of vector. And next one is parallelogram law of addition. Parallelogram law of addition. Here again, if you take two vectors, this is A and this is B, this is the director line, and if you take one more vector, that is B, C, and if you join these two vectors together, then what will happen? This is A and this is B. Next one is this is C. Now the direction of this one is this is A bar and this is B bar, and this is A bar and this is B bar. Now if you extend this, the parallel of this BC bar is the parallel line of this BC is the parallel line of AB. They both can intersect each other. The resultant of these two vectors is diagonal of parallelogram. This is the resultant of two vectors, that is A bar plus B bar. This is the parallelogram law of addition. This is the parallelogram. This is here I am taking AB vector and BC vector, A bar B bar, and I am drawing the parallel lines. Then it will be it is making a parallelogram. The diagonal of this parallelogram is the resultant of the vectors A and B. Addition of resultant vector of A and B vectors here, that is nothing but A bar B bar. This is the nothing about parallelogram law of addition here. This is all about triangle law of addition. Addition of vectors are two types: triangular law of addition and parallelogram law of addition. Now we are discussing about properties of addition of vectors here. Properties of addition of vectors we are going to discuss here. Now in this we have four properties. The addition of vector is a commutative where A bar B bar are two vectors, then A bar plus B bar is equal to B bar plus A bar. This is a commutative law. And what is associative law? Let A B C A bar B bar C bar are three vectors, then A bar plus B bar of plus C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar of C bar. Here this is nothing but associative law. And the next one, additive identity. A bar plus 0 bar and O bar is equal to O bar plus A bar. Then it is nothing but additive identity. And additive inverse. Here A bar is a vector and plus minus A bar is a additive inverse of the vector A bar. Then this will be is equal to 0. Then the property is additive inverse. Here we have four types of properties: addition of vector, associative, and additive inverse and additive identity. Now multiplication of vector, scalar multiplication. Scalar, first of all, what is meant by scalar here? Scalar is nothing but only magnitude only having magnitude and where m is a scalar, all real numbers are all real numbers are scalars here, then scalar multiplication of vector, scalar multiplication of a vector. The first one, the direction of MA along a direction is m greater than 0, where m greater than 0 is nothing but it is a positive real value here. It is a scalar quantity. Now a bar is a vector. If you multiply it with m with a bar vector, this is a scalar and this is a vector. Now the scalar multiplication of a vector is the first property, where m is a scalar quantity. It is a positive value here. Now the direction of m into a bar in the opposite to the vector a bar here. For example, the first condition is this is a vector AB. It is in the direction of this one. The scalar is m and it is a direction of reverse. The second one is opposite direction. The scalar quantity is m, the magnitude is m, then the product of this one is m is less than 0, then m into a bar. The second property, where m is a scalar quantity and a bar is a vector here. So this is in opposite positive direction, it is in the negative direction, opposite direction here. So this is about scalar multiplication of a vector. Now properties on scalar multiplication of vector. Already we discussed addition of vector, what is addition of vector and their properties. Now the scalar multiplication properties and the properties of scalar multiplication here. What is scalar multiplication? Now the properties of scalar multiplication of vectors here. So the first one, if a comma b are two vectors, here a bar b bar, here this is one vector, this is one vector, this is the director line and this is also director line. Every director line will be a vector here. Now m into na, where m and n are magnitudes. Magnitude m and n, these are magnitudes of these vectors. Magnitudes of these vector here, this is considered as a, b, c, d. Here we have two vectors, they are director lines. The magnitude of AB vector is a bar is m, the magnitude of b bar is n here. Now these are scalar, so m into n of a, we can take these are magnitude, these are m comma n are also scalar, these both are different. For example, you can take this is the magnitude of, don't get confusion, this is magnitude of a bar, this is magnitude of b bar. So these m and n are scalar multiplication values, scalar multiplication of values. These both are different here. You can take m plus, in place of m and n, any values. So m into na, you can directly multiply m into n a bar. For example, 5 into a bar of 6a. Next 5 6 are 30 a bar. Like that you can multiply any scalar multiplication. So where a bar is a vector, the representation of vector we will discuss in next topic. Now m plus n into a bar, that is equal, you can simplify m into a bar plus n into a bar, you can simplify. And the next one is m into a bar plus b bar. Here we have two vectors, m into a bar plus n into b bar. Here this is the third property. Here we have three properties, where a bar b bar are two vectors and m and n are two scalars. M into n of a, m of n a bar, n into m of a, where you can multiply directly m into n. These two are scalar quantities, directly you can multiply. This is a vector. Now here these two are scalar quantities with a one single vector, and here two vectors with a single scalar quantity, m into a bar and m into b bar. Like this you have to multiply. This is the properties of scalar multiplication of a vector. Next, here if a bar and b bar are any two vectors, then the properties are like, here a bar b bar are two vectors, you can take like this, a bar b bar, and first property, modulus of a bar plus b bar, then it is greater than, less than or equal to modulus of a bar plus modulus of b bar individually, you can write. And the next one is modulus of a bar minus b bar, it is always less than or equal to, and a bar plus b bar, a bar minus b bar, this is minus, sorry, this is minus b, a bar minus b bar. Next, modulus of a bar minus b bar is greater than or equal to a modulus of mod a bar minus mod b bar. If a bar and b bar are like vectors, then we can write individual, the sum of two vectors is equal to the sum of individual vectors here. These are the properties on two vectors of scalar multiplication here. Now the next topic is the most important topic. The most important topic is components of a space vector. Components of space vector, first of all, let I, j, k be unit vectors. Unit vector is nothing but the unit is 1 here, then only we can call it as unit vector along positive direction of x, y, z axis respectively. X, y, z axis respectively. So OP be a vector that is equal to xi dash yj dash plus zk dash, where x, y, z are scalar quantities. Now xy bar, yj bar, zk bar, they are vectors of vector components. Then vector magnitude of vector OP is square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Simply here I am explaining from the beginning. This is the vector, this is the 3D coordinate system, x, y, z. X, Y, Z. I am taking 3D coordinate system and x, y, z, and this is a 3D coordinate system x, y, z here. So in this 3D coordinate system, I am taking a vector that is OP. This is a line, director line. It is in some direction with the 3D coordinate system. So it is a vector OP. This is attaching at origin, it is at some point, the end point is nothing but P, this is O. So like this we have one vector here. So I am taking, this is a vector, this is O, and the point P is x comma y comma z, and this x comma y comma z is always for unit digit. This is the perpendicular distance to, this one is on x axis is, and perpendicular distance to y axis, and the perpendicular distance to, if you take z axis. Perpendicular distance to here, this is the perpendicular distance, this is also perpendicular distance. Here the perpendicular distance to x axis in the direction of I bar, next on the direction of y axis, that is j, and the direction of z axis, that is k. It is in the direction, this is the directed line, this is the directed line, this is the directed line here. So OP is a vector here, OP is a vector where I, j, k are unit vector. This is unit vector, this is unit vector, this is unit vector. Along positive direction of, this is positive direction of x axis, this is positive direction of y axis, this is positive direction of z axis here. Where vector representation for any vector OP, this is a line OP, OP is a directed line, this is also directed line. The directed line representation of vector is x into I dash plus y into j dash plus k into z into k dash. You can write k into z dash also. Z into k dash, where x, y, z are scalar values. Like this, it is in on which distance. This is for example 2, 3, 4 like that, and this is nothing but these three are direction of vector, direction on axis, where x, y, z are scalar values, I, j, k are directions on axis. Then if you want to find this magnitude of this vector, here we have three components, xi bar, yj bar, zk bar are three vector components of this 3D coordinate system. OP of a vector, we have three vector component. This is one vector component, this is one vector component, here one more vector component. Three vector components are there, xi bar, yj bar, zk bar. And if you want to find the magnitude of this vector, that is modulus of OP, that is equal to coefficient of I, x square, and coefficient of y square, coefficient of z, and coefficient of k, that is z square. Here the magnitude of this one is x square plus y square plus z square. For example, you can take one vector. Example 2i bar plus 3j bar plus 4k bar. This is a vector where 2, 3, 4 are distance on x axis, y axis, z axis respectively. It is at 2 distance, it is at 2 distance, it is at 3 distance, it is at 4 distance. 2, 3, 4 are distance on x, y, z axis, where I bar, j bar, k bar are directions. These are direction on x, y, z axis. Now magnitude. This is, for example, you can take a bar, then the magnitude of a bar, that is nothing but square root of 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square. That is nothing but 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So 16 plus 9, that is 25, 25 plus 4, that is square root of 29. The magnitude of this vector is square root of 29. This is the process to find the magnitude and the representation of a vector in a 3D coordinate system. Here we have each and every term is notified. Next one, section formula. Already we are discussed in straight line chapter and pair of straight line chapter also. Section formula. If the position of vector of the point a comma b with respect to O are a bar and b bar, if C is a point divides the line segment AB in the ratio of m:n internally, where m greater than 0, n greater than 0, then the position of vector of C is OC bar. Let's take one vector, that is this is AB, and a point divides the line segment, that is AB in the at some distance, that is C divides the line segment AB in the ratio of m:n, internally, then where m is greater than 0 and n is greater than 0, where both are greater than 0, that is nothing but they are positive values, then the position of vector of C, is OC bar is equal to m into b bar plus n into a bar divided by m plus n. In that way, similarly, if a point C is dividing internally of a vector line segment AB, that is OC bar, this is externally, this is nothing but internal, this is internally, and OC bar is equal to m b bar minus n a bar by m plus n is externally. where m and n is the ratio m is to n, the line which is divided by in the ratio, and b bar and a bar are vectors, and the sum of ratio is here difference of the ratio here. Now the point, these 2 points are about this one, and the point C is midpoint divides of a vector and b vector here. So and in the ratio of 1:1, if the ratio of m is to n, the vectors are divided in the ratio of 1:1 equally, then the midpoint of OC, mid vector of OC, then a bar plus the average of 2 vectors divided by 2. The average of 2 vectors, the sum of 2 vectors divided by 2 is nothing but the midpoint of vectors AB. Here 2 vectors, the other 2 vectors divided in the ratios, divided in the ratio 1:1, then OC bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Then this is the OC bar here, and the next one, point of trisection. Point of trisection here, point of trisection, 2 points which divide a line segment in the ratio of 1:2, 2 points which divides a line segment in the 1:2 ratio or 2:1 ratio, then the point of trisection, then the process is called as point of trisection. If a line is divided in the ratio of 1:2 or 2:1, a line 2:1, a line is divided in 3 parts, divided into 3 parts. For example, if you take, this is the line, so 1 1 1, here 3 parts are there. So 1:2 ratio or 2:, here this is 1:2 ratio and 2:1 ratio. This process of dividing of a line into 1:2 ratio and 2:1 ratio is nothing but point of trisection. Point of trisection is nothing but a line is divided into 3 parts, and the ratio of division of 1:2 ratio and the 2:1 ratio is nothing but point of trisection. Point of trisection. This is all about the session of addition of vector and product of vector, scalar multiplication of vector, and section formula on component of a space vector. In next session we will discuss some more concepts of a vector. Thank you.